Hello there, how are you, Ernestine? Thank you for joining me on today. I really appreciate you. We're going to be dealing with flying monkeys. What does that mean? What is a flying monkey? Types of flying monkeys. Many of you have people come to you on the behalf of other people, used by other people, speaking for other people, but they need something from you, but they won't come themselves. Instead, they send people your way, whether it's a family member, a friend, a co-worker, to speak on their behalf so they can get what they want from you. These people are known as flying monkeys. Narcissists use flying monkeys all through the situationship. They can use their family, they can use their friends, they can use their children, they can use co-workers, anybody that would subject themselves to the narcissist will use for their own benefit. And sometimes and we call that hoovering by proxy. Hello there, evangelist. How are you? Cluster B Free Karen. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us on today. I'm excited about you all being with me on today. We have an hour of power, and I would like to use this to our benefit. And we're going to talk about flying monkeys, which some of you didn't know that's what it was. But that's what it was when a person came to you. The narcissist had left, and you made up in your mind you were not going to take them back. Once they left, you said, this is it. And then a person came to you on their behalf, fighting for them, telling you that they are really good. They didn't mean what they say. Thank you so much. Having a good evening with you. I'm having a wonderful time with you too, Karen. Thank you for joining me on today. Hello there, Lauren James. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me on today, and Ernestine. You know, Karen, we're talking about flying monkeys because the narcissists really use them. And a lot of times they want to test the waters to see where they are. So they'll use somebody to take the brunt or the pressure of responsibility. If there's rejection, the flying monkey will get the rejection and not them. If there is anything that is negative, the flying monkey will get the negativity and not the narcissist. So let us deal with the flying monkey. Sometime when the narcissists want to hoover you and they're afraid of rejection or they're afraid of a narcissist hurt, they will use someone like a sister or a friend to come to you to prepare the ground, to tell you you should listen to the narcissist. You should give them another chance. They've really been talking about you. They really, really love you. And I know it was difficult with them, but when you think about it, they said they never loved anyone like they love you. And so they want to come back, but they're afraid. They're afraid that you're going to hurt them. And they really want to apologize. Give them a chance to apologize. Give them a chance to come back. And that is a flying monkey speaking on the behalf of the narcissist. They do the work of the narcissist. They do the footwork. They console on the behalf of the narcissist. And a lot of times, if they're a family member, a lot of times the narcissists have been with them and they hold this power over them. And you're wondering why you are so subjected to the narcissist, because the narcissist has a stronghold on a flying monkey, because the flying monkey is supposed to do what they're told to do at any cost. So Karen, tell us about flying monkey, your experience that you had dealing with the flying monkey. Tell me about it. Ernestine, you can write out what your experience you've had with a flying monkey. Lauren, you can write it out, what you've had with the flying monkey. because the flying monkey, this is a person who's delegated to act on the behalf of the narcissist. And a lot of times those flying monkeys can be very dangerous because they're very loyal. They will do whatever that narcissist tell them to do, and almost at any cost. At any cost. They will hurt people. They will disillusion people. They will deceive people. They will gaslight people, make people feel like something wrong with them and that they're out of their mind. A flying monkey is really usually loyal to the narcissist. And it can be your best friend. And your best friend, which was loyal to you, is now loyal to the narcissist. Or they can use a child in the same house and get the child to spy on you, to speak on you. Or if the narcissist is stalking you, or have a friend stalk you, she says, acting concerned. She said, then later find out that they aren't concerned. They wanted to go back and tell everything. Absolutely. It's a setup. They set you up for devaluation. They set you up for devaluation. A lot of times, the narcissist may be jealous of you, jealous of a promotion, jealous of an ability you have, jealous of your strength, jealous that they weren't able to tear you down as quick as they wanted to and as much as they wanted to. You were resilient, and it seemed like you bounced back. And when you bounced back, it made them angry that you was able to bounce back when other people was torn up by them, emotionally despaired by them, emotionally traumatized by them. Karen says, after escaping from the narcissist, 2 women who were close to me and witnessed police arriving many times became loyal to the narcissist, and he gave them beer and cigarettes and bought their loyalty. See, that's the only thing about a flying monkey. A flying monkey is, they're loyal to the narcissist. Whatever the narcissist tell them to do, they're going to do it. That's the only thing. Whatever the narcissist tell them to do, that flying monkey is going to do it. They're going to be loyal to the narcissist and disloyal to you. And very disloyal to you. And they'll go everywhere you go, and you're wondering why the narcissist got all this information. You done told all this information to your friend. You done told your friend that you really hurting. You really want the narcissist to come back, but you don't know how to get them back, and you really don't know whether you want them back, because one way you do and one way you don't. And so the friend goes back and tell the narcissist everything, and the narcissist just want to know, where are you weak? So they can trauma bond, come back in. They can hoover you. They were promised to do everything. They were promised to go to counseling. They were promised that your family can talk. They were promised that I'm going to tell you more of what I'm going, where I'm doing. I'm going to be more wiser with the finances. They're not going to be smart with the finances. That is temporary. They're going to last for a little while. And then next thing you know, they're back in the flow of where they were before. Karen says, can you turn your volume up? Not as loud as it can be, or maybe it's just me. Is that better? Karen, is that better? Let me know if it's better. If you can hear me good, say yes, I can hear you. Say yes, I can hear you if you can hear me. Same. Okay, it has to be you, Karen. Let me get somebody else to see. Ernestine. Ernestine, can you hear me? She said, I can hear. Okay. Okay. Hello, Lisa. Lisa said, yes, I can hear you. Okay. So is that better, Karen? Can you hear me now? Karen, can you hear me now? Hello, Lisa. How are you? Thank you for joining us on this evening. Lisa, if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud enough. Ernestine, if you can hear me loud enough. She said, must be me keeping time. How many more minutes? The total minutes we've been on for 11 minutes, 43 seconds, and we have a total of 1 hour. A total of 1 hour, Karen. So we are 11 minutes and 48 seconds into that hour. We are talking about flying monkeys. The ability the flying monkeys have on the supply. Why the narcissists love the flying monkey. What is the flying monkey capable of? Karen. So, and Karen said, she says here, I love what she says right here. She said, after escaping from the narcissist, 2 women who were close to me and witnessed police arriving many times became loyal to the narcissist. He gave them beer and cigarettes to buy their loyalty. See, Lisa said, I'm okay. And you, Lisa, I'm doing great. So, Lisa, how long have you been free from the narcissist? Are you free? Did you escape? Were you discarded? Where are you in the relationship? Have you ever dealt with flying monkeys with the narcissist? Have you ever dealt with flying monkeys with the narcissist? And if you have, how did they affect you? What do you think their assignment was? Because sometimes the flying monkeys is there to spy out what you doing, where you going, and what's the difference than when you was with the narcissist. Is there somebody else in your life? Are you dating someone else? Let's talk about it. Thank you, Karen. Let's talk about it. So, Lisa, have you ever been involved with a flying monkey? Have you ever been involved with a flying monkey while dealing with the narcissist? Lisa, and we have Lauren, and we have Ernestine. Those of you that are on, let's talk about the flying monkey. Lisa said, yes, of course. Let's talk about it. What impact did they have, and how did you recognize the flying monkey? How did you recognize the flying monkey was talking on the behalf of the narcissist? Because usually the flying monkey act like they're so concerned about you. They come in with this false concern. She said, I am from a toxic family. Oh, okay. So you had it from the onslaught. Well, when you are a toxic family, the brother or sister can be a flying monkey. The brother or sister can be a flying monkey. And they would take, and whatever mama wants, mama gets, or whatever daddy wants, daddy gets. It depends on who is the narcissist. And then you have 2 narcissists in the family. Then you have a strong narcissist and a weaker narcissist. Because 2 strong narcissists are going to bump heads, and it's going to be explosive. One would lead. One would lead. They can't stand each other. She's a good day from Australia. Hello there. How are you, Michael? We're talking about flying monkeys here. They call them the narcissist assistant, because whatever the narcissist need, those flying monkeys gonna come through. She said the narc was my sister. Oh my God. So was she the one that was torturous, telling everything? And how was her relationship with you? Were you the, what do you call it? Not the golden child. I'm trying to think of the word. And for some reason, I cannot think of the word. It's scapegoat. Were you the scapegoat? There you go, Milo. Were you the scapegoat? Lauren said, have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz? I think of flying monkeys from that movie. Absolutely. They did whatever the witch told them to do. That's a good description of a flying monkey. They do not have your interest in mind. Even if you were friends for 20 years and all of a sudden the narcissist got a hold to them and you all of a sudden wonder what's wrong with them, why they're not loyal, or why they seem to take the narcissist stand, or why they always telling you that you're wrong and the narcissist right, because they're a flying monkey. And a lot of times the narcissist may have an intimate relationship for that reason with the flying monkey, so they can get a stronghold in that emotional life of that flying monkey. And the flying monkey, they will always hold that over against them. And the flying monkey will not, because they don't ever want anybody to know that you were a friend and they slept with your husband, your boyfriend, or something like that. They don't ever want anybody to know that they are capable of doing that kind of debauchery. So the narcissist holds that over their head, and they do whatever the narcissist want them to do. Boy, y'all are coming in here really good. Come on, let's talk about this. And they hate it when you the scapegoat, because the scapegoat a lot of time is very honest. You know, they're deprived of a lot of affection. They're deprived of a lot of things. They're treated like the bottom of the totem pole. But the one thing that a scapegoat do, the scapegoat usually tell the truth, and the narcissist hate it. And so they'll break the scapegoat down, especially if they're empathic. They'll break them down to emotional trauma, emotional ruin. Lisa said, the flying monkeys were my other sisters and brothers, and she turned all of them against me. I was the scapegoat. Yeah, that's what it sounded like when you was talking, that the sister was acting like the golden child. Where was the mother? And was there a father involved, Lisa? Where was the mother? And was there a father involved? And who was the narcissist besides the sister? Did you have a narcissistic mother or a narcissistic father? Or was it just the sister, because it had to downgrade from some arena? She's probably been traumatized and went inside herself and was not able to come out, because a lot of times people go through trauma and they're not able to get that trauma out. They're not able to deal with that trauma. So they're angry. And when they become angry, they're vicious. And when they become vicious, they are very disheartening toward any situation. They can't feel, they have no sympathy, they have no empathy toward you. And if it is, it's fictitious to get what they want. So Lisa, where was your mom and where was your dad in all of that, if there was a father? Because the flying monkeys, y'all, they can be very vicious. They would scout you out, report your every move to the narcissist. And we're going to talk about that when you are stalked, because the narcissist will stalk you, especially when you prime a supply. Prime a supply go through stuff that other supply don't have to go through, because they don't have the same category. You don't have the same meaning. You don't have the same worth. You don't have the same value that the narcissist placed on. She said, I've moved 4 times since COVID. Are you still with the narcissist, Milo? Are you still with them? Or are you on your own now? Milo said, been stalked online and in person. Oh my God. She said, no, not at all. Okay. So you were prime supply, because when the narcissist put a lot of energy in supplies, it's prime supply. Because some narcissists are able to walk away from certain supplies and they got a cycle, something that reminds them of the supply, and then they come back around again. Other than that, they don't come back around again. So you must have been prime supply. Lauren said sometimes they talk to each other and you don't even know they are communicating with each other. That is so true. She said prime grade A supply. Yeah, that's why he's stalking you. That's why he's on your trail. Because grade A supply sometimes can be hard to find, especially nowadays when people are learning about narcissists. They are not as easily overthrown sometimes, because you would think with all the knowledge we have, people would be smarter, but the narcissists are still making inroads into people like trauma bonding, devaluation, discarding them, gaslighting them, lying, jealousy, blame. They're still doing all of those things against the supply. And there's a tertiary supply, there's secondary supply, there's fourth level supply, there's shelf supply, there's grade A supply, there's intermittent supply, there's 1 in every 6 months supply, there's foreign supply, there's travel supply, and then when you got the serial cheaters, I mean, they just got a harem, they got an entourage of people. They got an entourage of people that they are just seeing. Every time you turn around, they're seeing somebody. Every time you turn around, they're cheating. They are called serial cheaters. And serial cheaters usually have a lot of flying monkeys. They just don't cheat. They make flying monkeys out of them to carry out their bidding, because the harem gets so huge until they start making flying monkeys so they can handle all the women, all the men, because some of them are bisexual. So they handle all the women and all the men that they're cheating with so that they can keep control of the harem. And you're thinking, how in the world can he cheat with so many women and then come home and try to satisfy you? And with all the energy drinks, all the vitamins, they know what they have to do. And based on what they have to do, they know that they got to take care of grade A supply. Why? Because they don't want you to cheat. They can cheat, but you can't cheat. Laura said a lot of times the narc will blackmail the flying monkeys to stay low. Absolutely. That's why the first thing they want to do is sleep with them. They want to sleep with them. They need something that they can hold over their head. Or what they'll do is give them money and they take it. Take pictures of them being out somewhere. If they don't sleep with you, they'll take pictures of you being out with them and say, I'm going to tell if you ever not do what I say. And especially if you've been friends for a while, you don't want nobody to know that. But usually the narcissist will sleep with you to have the power to hold it over your head. Hello there. Okay, let's get them off here. There you go. Paco, that's who I wanted to get off. $30 minutes. There you go. Put them in timeout. There you go. Lisa said, my mother is hyper empathic. I am from the country where the eldest took care of the youngest. So my mother let my biggest sister take care of us. My mother didn't really realize what was going on. Wow. So was she at work and your sister had to take care of you? That can be a very abusive situation. Nobody complained against the big sister. So was the mother at work and she took care of you all? I understand hyper empathy, mother. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the narcissists torture people like that. The narcissists torture people like that because they love the fact that they are rescuers and they can't rescue, so they blame themselves. She said, I've seen it at a lot of churches where preachers use fire and brimstone to narc and keep flying monkeys in line while doing dirt behind the scene. Absolutely, the church is not off limits to a narc. She said, I'm an only child, though. Whoa, you're the only child. That's crazy. Hey, Haka, how are you? Lisa said, we were 6 children. She was overbooked. Oh, okay. 6 kids. So a lot of times your mother just was overwhelmed and gave a lot of responsibility to her. Wow. Religious narcissists can be the worst ones. Religious narcissists can be the worst one. They're going to preach what the Bible don't say. They're going to take the Bible out of contents. She said, my mother is always ridiculing me. Now I see the pattern. Never home, raised self. Wow. She said, I'm sorry, Lisa. I know, right? She said, I'm good. Hope you are. Yes, her car. I'm great. We are talking about flying monkeys. The power that flying monkeys have. And a lot of times they are effective because they was able to get close to you and win your trust over. And so they're able to get information. And you don't think they're taking the information to the narcissist. You think you're talking to a friend. And really they are just tape recorders. Walking tape recorders. Walking writing pads. Walking memories of what you give them. And these tape recorders, they go by and blur everything to the narcissist. She said, flying monkeys. No or not. Flying monkeys, no or not. Okay. It's okay. No worries. God's plan. Okay. You know, so what is really ironic is the flying monkeys, they are too scared not to obey the narcissist until they would risk everything to do what the narcissist say. Lauren Jane said, it makes me realize I should start lying to the flying monkeys. It would be entertainment to hear all the jumbled stories and to keep my business to myself. Don't even waste your time. Don't even waste your time. Yeah, don't waste your time. Because I'm telling you, it's not worth giving your time over to somebody you got a trick in the conversation. That's a time waster. She said false information and gray rock method is better. Absolutely, it'll work for a minute, but you can't keep gray rocking if you're there with them. You can't continue to gray rock because remember the narcissist is grandiose. They need lots and lots of attention. She said, didn't mean to time out Lisa. Oh, okay. We'll have to bring her back in. See, can you bring her back in? Cluster B. See if you can bring her back in. Yeah. See if you can bring her back in. It is, Lauren says here, you're right. Thanks. Dr. Romani mentioned yellow rocking. Oh, what is yellow rocking? You don't have to lie. Just don't tell them anything. Absolutely. You're not obligated to even talk to them. Roman Price, what is the purpose of life? It's a lot of purpose of life. She said, don't tell them good news or bad news. Just tell them. You have to do laundry and show no emotions, only when you have to contact. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you gray rock, you show no emotions. You are just like a brick. They can't pull any energy from you. They can't pull anything from you. Gray rock is just that, to be hard as a rock, cold as a rock. You show no emotion. And what happens when you don't show emotion, the narcissist eventually is going to discard or leave. They have to have the emotions because they have to have attention. They're going to get it if they have to go out and get it and then come back to see where you are. Because you can't gray rock forever. Especially if you're living together, you're going to have to talk eventually. Eventually. But once the narcissists realize they cannot penetrate those walls, they're going to leave because they have to have attention. They have to. They will starve. They're like vampires. They have to have that attention. So when you don't give them that attention, it throws them off. It throws them for a loop. Lauren said, Dr. Romney said, yellow rocking is not gray rocking because many narcs can tell that you are not showing emotion. So yellow rocking makes them feel heard, but it's not, but it is no supply given. That is interesting. Wow, I'm about to check that out. Absolutely. Because how can you show them attention and not show them any emotions unless you're just like a robot? You're just like an android. You just do what you're told, serve them, and fine. You talk to them, but nothing is in there that they can feed upon because the narcissists need to feed upon your emotions because they need to stir up negativity. This keeps them going. When they stir up the negativity, she said, I have checked out too. I have to check out that too. She said, it must take practice. Yeah, called yellow rocking. Dr. Romney. So let's check that out. Maybe we'll discuss that next time as we check it out, Milo. That is good. Love it. Worf there. What about just not breaking the law and acting retarded? Okay, Karen, we can clear. Thank you. Instead of getting angry at their jabs, just say, I'm sorry. You feel that way. Well, that sorry part will feed them. That will feed them because they want you to feel sorry. They want you to take responsibility for something you did not do because they are blamed. They always blame you for whatever go wrong. And they never take responsibility. Believe it or not, once you say, I'm sorry, that's a way of feeding into what they want. It's a way of giving them supply. It's a way of giving them supply. Because what they do is take that sorry and they want to expand the basis of that. Because once you say, I'm sorry, they want to see if they can drive that deeper, put that knife in a little bit deeper, force that knife, twist it a little bit deeper. That you don't just have sorrow, you have deep regret. My God, that is really good. Yeah, they need anger. They need anger. They need sorrow. They need all emotion that is negative. And then when they want attention, they want you to love them, care for them, tell them how wonderful they are, tell them how you can't do without them. So based on what is going on at the time, because when the narcissists want devaluation, and once you're black, they will not put you in the white. You are always black and white. You are never gray. Once the narcissist put you in the black, you are out of commission. There's nothing you can say to them, nothing you can do to them to make them feel better, no matter how hard you work. She said the narcs are heavy in the chat looking for supply. Absolutely. Isn't that something? That's good, Lauren. They are. They looking for supply. They need their blood. These vampires are absent of fuel. How do you know the difference between silent treatment and when they are looking for new supply? Sometimes both of them are hard to tell because they can ghost you when they're looking for new supply, but usually they want to start up an argument. They'll start up an argument or come against you when nothing is wrong out of the blue, or they'll ghost you. They don't have nothing. But sometimes to ghost, the narcissists have to replenish their supply, because when they're getting new supply, it takes a lot of energy to get new supply and maintain the old supply. So the narcissists expend a lot of energy, and to get their energy back, they will go silent. She said, they are always looking for new supply because they like shiny things. They're just like a kid. They like shiny things. They like shiny toys. They like sparkling things. And after a while, you don't spark anymore. They're used to you. So they need something new. They need something fresh. And when they need something fresh, guess who's at risk? You are, because most narcissists that cheat, most of them will not even use a condom because they don't think they'll ever get a venereal disease. You can get one, but they don't get one because they think they're so grandiose until they are totally above defiling the law and getting a venereal disease. That's why a lot of people that have cheating narcissists have been infected by a venereal disease, because the narcissist, and then once the narcissist get it, the narcissist will not take responsibility of passing on that venereal disease, that STD. He blames you, that it's your fault. She said, I feel like I'm being a breadcrumb and trying to determine if who I'm doing it with may be a narc. He's under a lot of stress and pulling away from me a bit, supposedly. That is interesting, because you got to see when you care for him, what is he doing, especially when you've been through this before. Although he says, I make him really happy. Come on now. They're going to tell you that. They're going to breadcrumb you. They're going to tell you whatever they think you need to hear. Lauren said, Haka, if he pulls away, let him go first and keep the door closed, because he's showing you, when they show you who they are. Milo Angela. When they show you Maya Angela, when they show you who they are, believe them. She said, I always say, if you aren't here and have to ask, then it's not a good sign. Notice the problem we had at first is we didn't know the signs, or we missed the signs, or wouldn't take the signs. The second time around, you know the signs, you know the conditions, you know what can happen. So when they pull away and you know that their words is not matching their behavior, you automatically know something wrong. They're talking out of both sides of their mouth. And the one thing the narcissist does, the narcissist will, L-I-E, looking you in the face with tears coming down their eyes, lying. They will lie at every cost. They don't care, as long as they get what they want. If he's pulling away, he's probably cheating already. They're probably cheating. That's why they're pulling away. There's somebody else. Or they will be giving attention to you. But a narcissist is a narcissist. When a person is really interested in someone, they don't pull away. They're going to show you that they care. They're going to show you that they're interested in you. Laura James is just hard because I think we really like each other. And I know some of the things he's dealing with. But see, he's pulled you in already. Haka, if you don't watch it, that love bombing gonna pull you out of wisdom and gonna pull you out of reasoning. She said, let actions, not words. She said, be thy adorning. She said, what they do, but they base the words love and in love as a weapon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love bombing is to get you connected. And that connection is to get you addicted. And that addiction is hard to break, because first they're going to get you over into the love bombing aspect, where you find it difficult to leave. When an addiction happens, it's not easy to let it go. Lauren says, Haka, that sounds like so familiar. So those things aren't your responsibility. You are supposed to be their peace, not their dumping ground. Woo! This is good, Lauren. Milo said they use the word love and love you and I miss you, all lies. Because they know what you want to hear. And they're going to say what you want to hear. Because they want to keep the supply while they cheat. If he's pulling away, he already looking at somebody. When a narcissist is pulling away, you know they looking at somebody. They can't hold the attention span. So what they do, you know they want to play, because when they get a new supply, they're all in that supply. They're putting their energy in that supply. They're putting their time in that supply. And then what you're going to find out, all of a sudden they get angry at you and you didn't even do anything. She said, I don't chase him. Okay, she erased that. Yeah, you don't have to chase him. You don't have to chase him. He will let you know where he is. And then blame you and act like it's your fault that he is the way he is. He will blame you that if you hadn't did this, this would happen. If you had showed me some attention, I wouldn't be looking anywhere else. No, that's not your fault. That cognizant dissonance is to deny what is happening and act like it's not real. Haka, I will put up some walls. I will put up some walls. Seem like you may be in danger, baby girl. You may be in danger, and you may need to check yourself, especially when you've already been through this. Karen said, Haka, he is giving you excuses and testing to see if you would accept that. This is grooming for future neglect. Red flag. Absolutely. I agree with her. I agree with her. I agree with her. Because when he walk out for a few days, then you're going to just accept it. You're just going to excuse it. He wants to know what he can do and get away with it. You don't let him get away with it. You call him on the shots. He don't want to be called on the carpet. Haka, with all of the experience that you went through previously, you can't let this go. KRXZY said, I'm new here. What happens? Yeah, you cannot. You cannot. And like Karen said, he's testing the ground. What can I get away with? That's what he's going to get away with more. One thing is the narcs have to tell on themselves. They tell on themselves. Obviously, start getting new clothes and said they fallen asleep instead of coming over. But it's all planned. Yeah, you know when they're cheating. Your gut feeling is not wrong. When a woman usually thinks her man is cheating, 9 times out of 10, he's cheating. And you can tell from the love bombing, he's not the way he used to be. He's not doing what he used to do. He don't put the same energy into it. And it's like he's frustrated with you. She said if someone throws a jab, it's usually because you jabbed them first. And it was unintentional, meaning God intercede on your behalf against the devil. And this is your power. Okay. Let us get rid of them. There you go. Absolutely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A narcissist's injury is very painful to the narcissist because they can't stand rejection. They can't stand accountability. They don't want you to hold them responsible for anything. They want to do what they want to do and get away with it. And they don't want you to say nothing. They don't want you to put up any buffer. They don't want you to put up any boundaries. And they always move that boundary. They always move that goalpost. No matter how you put it up, they're going to take and defile the boundaries. They're going to move the boundaries. And you're going to have to keep putting them up. You'll have to keep setting boundaries. And they go deeper, deeper, deeper as you keep moving boundaries. Well, once you set a stance, you have to set a stance. And that could be very costly, but you may have to go ahead and pay the cost. So the narcissist will know that there are certain things that you're not going to tolerate. She said, I told him to just tell me if it's someone else or if he wants to be alone. And he says, no, I'm just going to have to let him go on my own. His actions are showing carelessness and selfishness. No, they are speaking the truth. And what you got to do is know that truth is there. She said, we're talking about people that use love as a weapon, energy vampires. They said, like she said, the relationship flips as soon as the love and the word love comes into play. They got you. Lies and fight. Absolutely, absolutely. She said they will never break up with you. Oh, they will. But a lot of them will try to come back. A lot of them will try to come back. They will try to come back. But that's what Karen said. They test those goalposts to see how far they can move them, to see how they can tear down the boundaries. And you let them come back. You let them stay. They abuse on purpose to see if they can get away with it. And if they can get away with it, you getting ready to have a lifetime of hell. Laura said, I just wish the system knew how serious this emotional damage can be. Oh, it can be emotional damaging. We got 24 minutes. It can be emotional damaging. And the thing is, it can be long term. His ex called me, and I've never been called by an ex. He's being so much, and he's bringing so much drama to my life. Girl, exit that. Exit that, because you don't have to have that. Don't allow it. Just exit out. Exit out. Exit out. Because once you allow it, that's what you're getting ready to go through. And there's not a threesome. Your ex ain't got nothing to do with me. How did she get your number? Unless she got it from him. What's the best advice for flying monkeys? Don't use them. Don't let them use you. Don't tell them anything. Don't give them anything with the narcissist. If it's a best friend and you know that it's a flying monkey, it is no longer a best friend. She said, right, I'm dealing with that now. See, you do not have to take your life through unnecessary changes. You already going through with him. And then here she comes. Oh, no. We don't do that. If you have to change your number, change your number. If you have to block, block. Haka, narcs bring drama and chaos. And this is triangulation. Walk away and go no contact. Absolutely. They live together. I feel stupid. Oh my God. Haka, that relationship should be over. Leave that relationship because you're about to get trapped. And you came out the trap. You done been through this before. Don't go through this again, baby girl. You don't have to. You don't owe him nothing. Yes, Lori, that's triangulation. You, him, and her. No. Get out while you're ahead. If you can't get out, you already hooked. You already addicted. That oxytocin is working and the dopamine is working. And next thing you know, that serotonin gonna blow up in your belly big, your body off. No. No. Walk away while you can. You got the strength to do it now, then do it. Because it is triangulation. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with that. But if you allow yourself, you can go through it. You can go through it. And it can be crazy. And it's going to get crazy. If you let him get away, hell is coming to you. She said, my ex-new supply did the same thing. They always call because they're insecure. See, they act like everything's all right. They're insecure that you're going to get him back. If everything's all right, why do you need to talk to me? Why would you need to talk to me? If you don't went on about your business, why would you need to even talk to me? Because the new supply, he probably bragging on you like you want him, you're obsessed with him. Because you know they lie. They lie all the time. And they want you to think that you're crazy. So they'll tell the new supply that you're trying to chase them. I did not respond to her. Good. He told me on the phone that he didn't want to be with her in front of me. Girl, because you would have been gone. If he got somebody else, leave that now. You don't need that baby. His ex on and off, 13 years. She's now his best friend, but never met this best friend after 4 years relationship. She said, I'm not even on his Facebook after 4 years. I pay for everything. I need to let it burn. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know, sometimes it's time to grow up. Sometimes it's time to grow up. Sometimes it's time to let go. Let it go. You're taking yourself through unnecessary trial. When you're single, you're not married, you don't have any kids, you don't have to go through that. She said, I appreciate this conversation. Yes, ma'am. You don't have to go through that. Get your strength and let them go. She said, leaving is so hard because we have thought that the person is going to harm us, but with them, they love us, and that is how you know you're in trauma bonded, and flying monkeys will keep you in. Yeah, but you can make a decision to get out. Been very isolated, get out. Haka, watch Helen Salad video, trauma bond, increasing the whole. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, cut your losses and run. Absolutely. Get out of there. Because you getting ready to go through, and it's unnecessary. You don't have to go through that. Yeah. Cluster B free, Karen. Thank you. I will watch it. And some domestic violence support. Oh my God. Karen, put that number up in case Milo needs that number. Put that number up for me. Because hey, there are certain things you don't have to go through. Don't. We did not have the information you're getting. And we spent years, a lot of years. Haka said, I just can't believe after working to make myself stronger for years after the first narc, I started to have feelings for one that seems to be way worse. It usually get worse. It don't get better. 1 million rocks. Thank you. She said, I'm wearing the same color green shirt. Good. Domestic violence hotline. Milo, that's the domestic violence hotline. They will help you if you find it necessary or you feel threatened or you feel in danger. That domestic hotline, 1-800-799-7233, and it's 1-800-799-SAFE, SAFE. She said they really need to start teaching about the narcissist in schools. This disorder hurt so many people. Yeah, but how can you teach it? You got to have a diagnosis legally, or you can be sued if they think you're trying to slander them. She said, please look at the DV laws and legal system where you are, and just in case they are malignant. Absolutely. Absolutely. You just have to be very careful, because the most dangerous time is in the beginning when the narcissist know that you're leaving and they feel like they're losing their supply with a malignant narcissist. She said, I wrote the number down. Milo is my puppy and I'm Annie. Nice to meet you. God bless you. After breadcrumbing me all week so far, he's trying to make plans this weekend. I'm expecting him to cancel them for some lame reason, and he never flake on me. I'll tell me what I need to do. You need to leave now. It's really over. If you got to go through all this for a relationship, it's not worth it. Domestic violence is gaslighting, triangulation, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, and psychological abuse. That's all domestic violence. It used to be that you had to have some physical mark, but that's not anymore. They have broadened the identification of domestic violence. If they are verbally abusive and you feel threatened and your life feel that it's in jeopardy, that is domestic violence. Or the kids, that is domestic violence. Like Karen said, look at the laws of your state and see what they have. Spiritual abuse to even not letting me pray. That can have a catch-22. That right there can have a catch-22. You have to surround the verbiage concerning that, because they will not go into religious ideology. Usually, they don't. She said, I mean, the basics, not about particular person is running rampant in this world. Absolutely. My first experience with a narc, I was only 18, and I had no idea what narcissistic personality disorder were. Absolutely. Absolutely. But let me tell you something. The narcissists don't care whether you're 5, 15, or 45. All they care about is what they want, how they want it, when they want it, and that you comply. And based on the kind of narcissist you have, it can be dangerous with a sociopath, psychopath, and a malignant narcissist. Even some overts can be quite malignant. And I mean, you have to be careful and you have to use wisdom, because they are very, very dangerous. She said they go after nice, kind, loving, forgiving people because they want everything they're not. Males, some can become extremely violent. Absolutely. Haka, you are rationalizing. He's giving you all the red flags already. He could plan to keep the weekend plans just to string you along. Hope it is the last thing to die, beloved. Absolutely. Ooh, y'all, we got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes. Haka, you really need to consider this relationship. This is not a relationship. This is a situationship. The relationship is not mutual. What you are dealing with is not love. You are trapped again, daughter. And what is happening, because you got that frequency already of the narcissist, it was easy to take and reconnect this frequency. But when you reconnect the frequency, how come you done been through this? It took you years to come out of the first one. We walked through that. And I don't want you to have to go through what you're going through again. But all of this seems too familiar. It sounds like the same thing. It's just a different face. But the spirit of it, the person of it, and what's behind it, it is the same. Haka, you don't have to go through this. Go ahead and break your heart now so you can get out of it and be free. She said, it took me years to get over it. He was an overt narcissist and a covert that had the same, that came years later, and it was far more damaging. Absolutely. Absolutely. Karen, we actually have 1 minute left. We have 1 minute left. We're at 59:43. Milo, covert, bad, because no one believes me. No one is going to believe you, because the covert is charming. Yeah, they're very charming. They got everybody fooled. A covert narcissist is the hardest one to convince he's doing you wrong. She said, if you're coming out of it in the last 2 years, you need to date yourself 2 months for every year that you were with them. That is good. Haka, come out of it. Let it go, Haka. Haka, let it go. Don't stay in there. Cluster be free, Karen. I'm going to have to let it go. Yep. He keeps bothering me when I tell him I don't want to be bothered anymore. I'll probably have to change my number. You got to block him. Yes, only someone who's been through this understand. Block them. Block them off your Facebook, block them off your phone, block them everywhere they are. Block them. And I mean, you pray, and you have to get another occupation. to occupy your mind, because you're going to think about it. You're going to think about it. And that's called ruminating, because you've already given yourself over. You already in love, quote unquote, but it's a one-way street. He don't love you like you love him. He got somebody. She said, I rarely use social media. Hakad, look at him like he is your enemy and hates you. You don't want to have to get the system involved down the road. Yep. She said, turn in at the end. She said, get out. The sooner the better. She said, your life will get better without him. Yes, ma'am, I'll agree. She said, using capital letters so you can see it better. I'm not screaming at you guys. Okay, Helen? No. We never took it like that. Haka, get out. Get out. There's no other resolution. Don't rationalize. Forget your emotion. Your emotion has already been captured. Now your wisdom is going to have to override your emotion. Get out. And what you can do is go and listen to my videos. Go and listen to Costa Be Free videos. Go and listen to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse by Dr. Carmen Bryan. The T on MPD. Dr. Romani. Go and look at those videos. Rebecca Zahn. Look at those videos. Self-love is best. Trust me, the system is bad. Absolutely. Don't let them know and erase all of your history. Laura James, you're right. He's really not worth me putting up with any more of this. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will call it quits. And I will give myself an A+. And I will occupy my mind with something different. The library, the museum, your children, family members that he has no contact with. She said, I'll be back and watching your videos after this. Thank you, Milo. All right, y'all, my time is up. My hour is up. I'll be back next Wednesday. I want you to look at the videos that I've already done. Write me at apostlehelen@gmail.com. Let me know how you've enjoyed them. Ask me any question you want, and I'll be there to answer the question. This was a God thing. Randomly found. I'm so glad, Milo. Please join me next week, Milo. Same time on Wednesday night. Thank you. She said, I'm not going to stay in this situation. And that's what it is. Not a relationship or situationship. She said, I was just excited to like someone again. But it was based on lies. And I'm getting away from it. Girl, I'm giving you a high five. See you Wednesday. Love and light to you. And love your loved ones. Thank you so much. Hello. All right, Milo. God bless you. Thank you, Laura. She said, can you do a video on cyber stalking and doxing? Oh, I would love to do a video on that. Yes, Hakar. Right decision. I'll be there. Thank you so much, Milo. God bless everyone. Good night. And I'll see you next Wednesday. Mwah. Love you. God bless.